Hey folks, this is Kalani. Going to give you a very quick crash course for starting your adventure in Wildstar. So you get into the game, the first thing you've got is movement. Very standard WASD with Q and E to strafe. We also have jumps, and we have double jumps. Now bear in mind, to get the most out of a double jump, you need to jump at the peak of your jump. If you double jump while coming back down, you don't really get any extra height, so just something to point out. We have dashes. Double tap to dash in any direction. If you're not a fan of double tap, you can go into your key bindings, escape over on the left hand side, down near the bottom. Oh, maybe too far. There we go, directional dash. If you bind that to a key, when you're moving and you hit that key, you'll dash in that direction. It just saves you not having to double tap if that's not your thing. So, very last thing, we have sprint. If you hold shift while moving, you'll have a sprint gauge. Now, this doesn't regenerate while sprinting or while jumping. So if you want this to come back quicker, don't jump, which is a little disappointing, but never mind. Moving on, we've got quests. If you've got a quest available, nice big exclamation mark, go ahead and pick that up. Now, all your quests are tracked by default on the right hand side of your screen. If you get lost or don't know where you're going for a certain quest, you can click on the criteria, and that'll give you a nice arrow with a distance, so you can happily follow that. So you can do this for literally any quest objective, meaning there's no real reason you should get lost. This starts to get a little interesting when quests can be above and below ground though, so that can be kind of fun. Any interactable object in the world for a quest will have a cogwheel. Not always for a quest. Some of them are kind of pointed out to say, hey, click on me, I'm useful. So if you find a cogwheel out in the world, go give it a click, see what happens. Most of them are for quests though. So we just got our first weapon, so we can have a quick look at combat. Now, the first thing I'm going to suggest doing is actually changing your combat settings, because right now I need to hit 1 every time I want to attack with this little auto attack. So over in combat, if we swap to use button down and hold to continue casting, let's close out of there, I can hold down 1, and this will essentially use the attack whenever it becomes available, which makes it a lot easier to chain things. And when you get more attacks, if I hold down 2 going from this, it just chains so much nicer between abilities, and it feels a lot smoother for me personally. So if you're finding the combat to be a little clunky, that might be one of the things that helps. Now, as a little addition to questing, any monster which is required for a quest either through kill or collect objectives will be marked with an exclamation mark next to its name. So that's really handy. So the last thing I want to touch on is your datacron and communications. So if you ever get this icon, you can go ahead and press C, and that'll start a conversation with whoever is trying to contact you. This is usually to do with path objectives, but it can be used out in the world for quests, both accepting quests and handing them in, so it's nice and efficient. So we can take this first settler quest, and we'll go talk to him. Your datacron is used to track most of your path objectives. So for a settler, which is the one that I chose to demonstrate, you can see that the mission is to get 1 expansion completed. I'm 0 of 1 expansion. You can click on that, it'll show you where to go for the path objective, which is really cool. We can expand that to see exactly what we can do, and it gives you a nice little list of resources which can contribute towards the progress. So for a settler, I need to gather up some mugs. Let's reuse some empty mugs. Datacron will tell you when things are nice and dandy for you to go and complete something. Great, but there's more to do. Get ready. And you can see if we exit out of that, then we've happily completed our available mission, so we can continue on. Your datacron is the section you'll be looking to if you may be missing a few things to do with your path. If you're not at all interested in your path for whatever reason, you can minimize it and it won't bother you at all. So that should be it. Those are the little things that I just want to get out there for a crash course. That should be enough to set you off on your adventures. If you have any questions or queries to take this a little further, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll try to get back to you. Apart from that, thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always, I will see you next time.